Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream. I'm Richard, Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Joe at J1 on the MakeCode forum.
And I'm Vivian at LiveChip on the MakeCode forum.
I almost said hello, party people, and I don't know, it felt weird. I don't want to do that.
We are party people, though.
Are we party people? I'm not a party person.
Yeah.
No, that does feel right. That feels right. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess we're party people.
Yep.
All right. I don't have an idea for stream today. Do you guys?
You could do a block tile thing. You could do cherries. I don't have an idea. Thing with a basket. Do something with
I could do chess.
Do chess.
I think I promised I would do chess a long time ago. All right, let's do chess. This is definitely going to be a multi-part stream. Joey and Vivian, do you guys want to make chess sets?
I'm eating. Joey should do it.
I feel like we did chess sets before.
We did when Vivian was doing chess.
Can we just steal that?
Probably.
Let's see.
You put that in a format that's easy for me to put into this project. This is chess take 2. I think we learned a lot the first time around. Is that accurate? Did we learn a lot?
Well, we have arrays for functions now. I feel like that might help.
True. Yeah,
but also, I'm scared of them, so.
Oh, okay.
It broke our project last time.
No, chess, lol.
All right, I'm going to add an extension, which is the tile maps extension. And the reason I'm adding this is so that we can use a tile map for the chessboard. Wait, I want the tile maps one. So I can do 8x8 because we can't fit an 8x8 board onto a 16x16 tile map, fortunately. So let's grab an 8x8 one. Right now, I'm actually rewriting this extension. So right now, the extension doesn't work very well with the new tile map blocks, you may have noticed. But don't worry, there's going to be a new version of this coming out, and it's hopefully going to fix a lot of those problems. But it will, the old one will continue to exist, so don't worry about that. It just probably won't show up unless you search for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the new one's going to have most of the same blocks, so. If I was smart, I would have just filled in a rectangle and then only done the white checkers. All right.
Oh, we could have done the replace transparency, right? Oh wait, no, this is tiles, not. That's not the okay.
No, replace tile works. Yep, we definitely could have done that.
Oh, I forgot this this chess game that Vivian made has the best 10x10 hand I think we've done.
But yeah, bring that over too. How big are these chess pieces, by the way, Joey?
Let me see. 8x8.
Do they have outlines?
No.
What colors are they?
The blues and the pinks. Well, the blues and the purple dark or purple bright purple.
Oh, okay. So maybe we should change this to the.
You're using yeah, it used the light purple instead of the tan, but besides that, the board's the same. Oh, it had the dark purple. Yeah, that looks
like this.
That's what it looked like, yeah.
Okay.
The bright purple like a contrast, like a so.
Gotcha. All right, so we are going to try and do this, and I don't know, maybe we'll get farther than we did last time. I don't know. I feel like we did chess a long time ago, and we've made a lot more games in arcade since then. So I'm hoping that it's going to work out that, you know.
I don't think the issue last time was our inexperience in arcade. We had done a lot of streams by that point too.
Is this doomed to fail also?
I think if the
It
arrays
was
work,
11
well, it depends on
months
what?
So, it was 11 months ago, so it is still doomed to fail.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna do our best, and you know,
We
shame
are
on
more
me for
practiced in
not
doing
learning.
big games, I feel like.
That's true. We definitely are more practiced with that. Okay, what the heck, Teams?
What the heck?
Teams has gotten rid of my access to the chat.
Oh, it's okay. I'll read out the image for you. Ready?
Ready.
.f.
Okay, I'll just copy and paste them into a new project, share that link, and then you can like open that project and we can read out the project for you.
Yeah, sounds good. Do that. All right. So let's start coding this. We're gonna start filling in our pieces. So I'm gonna make a function which is gonna be called like setup board. And we're going to have two chess sets, right? One for black and one for white. So let's just go ahead and put in some placeholders right now. And let's do the pawns first. We're going to do repeat 8 times. There's 8 pawns for each side. Going to create one of these. And we're going to go into scene and do a place on top of location. I do new pawn. And we're going to place this on top of, let's see. So this is 6, 4. 6, 4. Let's just make sure they're all showing up. Oh, I didn't. Oh my gosh, so early.
Maybe this won't go better than we expected. I'll add this one for you, Richard. Don't worry.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah, I was worried you wouldn't add it. Yeah.
Oof, the bot says.
No, I don't like you, bot. Okay, so I'm switching this to be a for loop with an index so that I can just do this like this basically. And we're gonna go ahead and put our pawns in. Yay. So I think what we also want to do is probably add an extension, an old favorite. Some would say it's Vivian's favorite extension.
We should add the timers extension.
We don't need that though.
Okay, but think about this. Don't you have to click time in chess?
Sure. Yeah, no, good point. All right, we're gonna add the timers extension. So tick.
Talk. Wait.
Tick.
I was supposed to do tick first.
Oh yeah, you go first. Go first, Jay.
Tick.
Talk.
Tick.
Talk.
Tick.
Talk.
Tick.
Talk.
Tick.
Go.
Let's go timer.
Timers.
Timer.
See, it's a lot better of a challenge when there's not a number of people.
We're working on it, guys. We're working on it. All right, it's gonna get there. Remember the first time we?
Oh yeah.
Remember the first time we did arcade sprite data? It was a mess.
That just the
I
first time?
completely
Like
forgot we scrapped the round.
Like there was a lot of times where it was a little messy.
Okay, let me actually add the timers. There we go. Oh, you forgot we switched to the TikTok thing?
Yeah, I thought we were gonna go tick 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 tick.
What?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. No, I thought we were gonna do the round thing. You know.
Here we go. Tick 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 timers.
Yeah. Yeah. Tick 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 timers. Talk 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 timers. Boom boom boom.
Yeah, I don't think we ever went over that one.
Yeah, I think it would have been good.
We're also going to, when we create this, we're going to set the like kind to pawn, and we're going to set the color to black. I don't know. Either gonna be black or white. You know what? We should just do this one as a Boolean. Well, now it's white. There we go. Okay. So we're creating our pawns. Now let's go ahead and create our other pieces. And you know what? I should probably just make a function for this. Time to refactor. Exactly. We're going to take in a string, which is going to be the kind, and we're going to take in a Boolean, which is if it's black or not. And we're going to, I guess we might as well take in an image as well. Just be the image for the piece. So let's go ahead and put this in here. We're going to change this new pawn variable to be temp sprite. Oh, I made a new variable instead of changing the old one. There we go. And we're going to put this right here. We're going to put this right here. We're going to put this right here. We're going to get rid of this. And we're going to do a return on temp sprite. Now we're going to go over here and we're going to do place and do a call all create piece. And make this a pawn and put in an image. Do you have a project for me yet, Joey?
No, it's taking me a little. It'll be a second.
No problem.
Which one is this? This is the bishop. Okay. This is the...
Just draw some pixels. Okay. So we should be back where we were. Yep, there we go. Nice. It's like the mugs. We're now going to create some of our other pieces. So we're going to do a place just like this, and we're going to do the rooks. The rooks, of course, are in the corners, I want to say.
That'd be a good thing to, yeah.
We don't want this to be plural. All right, make this one 6, and then 3 plus 8 is 11. That might be too far. We'll see. Right, wrong one. We want this one to be 14 and this one to be 3. And yep, that was too far. So we want to do 13. Cool. All right. So now let's create the bishops. Bishops? Knights? Bishops?
Knights are next to the rook.
Knights are next. Vivian's a chess expert now because she made a chess set.
Yep. The queen tilts back, very tippy. But other than that, she can still get the work done.
Oh boy, I just keep messing this up. This should be 12. Nice. All right. So next up is the bishop. And we got to make this one 8 and this one 11. And then now we have which is which? King or queen?
Queen's
which one's on the left? What?
The queen is on their own color. They're across from each other.
Thank you. That's a helpful way to say it. Okay, so we're doing black on top. So the queen is going to be on the left side one. So queen, and we will put them at column 9. And then the king will be on column 10.
I just realized my mic was set to the voice modder. You guys would have told me if my voice sounded weird, right?
Didn't sound
Probably.
weird to me.
Cool.
I mean, you normally sound like a robot, right?
Mm-hmm. Feeling great.
All right. Okay, we're just going to duplicate all of this. Duplicate.
Question, do you have access to the chat, like the Twitch chat on that machine?
Nope.
You don't have
You're
access?
gonna have to read me the numbers.
Okay, I will put it in the Twitch chat so anybody else can do it.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Wait, do you want the numbers or do you want the short code?
Whatever will be easier for you to read. I think the numbers are easier.
That is true. 1 second. 06715 67856 13920 43530. And I just put them in the my assets.
I feel like it would
Nice.
have been fun to try to indicate if it was uppercase or lowercase by volume.
Yeah, I was gonna do that, but then I realized that it had both W's a couple times in the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
W.
I give up.
Right. I remember which of these. I think I did the blue ones. Or did you do the? No, you did the blue ones.
I did the blue ones, I think.
Yeah, I did the pink ones. Do. Rook. Chessboard's gonna look so nice now.
I said all the names, but
Bishop, right? Yeah, I can tell. Oh, whoops. Okay, wait. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. Right. All right, there we go. Now I want to do the knight. Beautiful. And now the queen. And the king. Nice. All right. Now we're going to do the pink ones. So let's do the pawn right here. And our pieces do look quite different from one another.
this is fine.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, don't you think like if you were to go to like a real chess tournament and you show up, I bet everybody walks around with their own like set of chess pieces and then just puts them on the table.
I think that's almost certainly not true, but I would love to live in that world.
Ooh, this is my specialty gold-plated ones. It gives my pawns +1 move. My queen has +5% crit chance. I think this is just much better. This is a much better game. Chess.
Giving it RPG-like things where you just make up stats for all of your pieces.
And it's like pink slips.
Mine has.
So if you
mine
lose
has
the game, they
+2
get to
to
choose
winning.
one of your pieces to take.
Oh, I see. So it's like marbles.
Yeah.
Sorry, my king is actually immortal. You see, it has the immortal modifier. Okay. So we want this to be basically the same. We just need to change the row. So this row is going to be +6, I think. So 10. Either +6 or +5. We'll see if I got it right. We got it wrong. And now the rest of these are going to be 10, and then we need to swap the king and queen. Look at that. Does this look right? Chess experts?
Yep.
Wait a second. The queen and king, I think, are swapped. I want to say. I can't tell the colors anymore with the pink and
I thought you
the.
said queen is okay. So this is black.
Okay, that's black. So and that's the queen, right?
Yeah.
That's right. And then the queen down there is.
Swapped. Wait, so they're on the same side?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I didn't need to swap them. Undo, undo. There we go. Okay. So king, queen, bishop, knight, rook. Looks good. All right. And then a bunch of pawns. Okay, cool. We've created all of our pieces. That's the tedious part. I'm sure the rest of this is going to be smooth sailing, just like on a sailboat going in butter.
Nice.
All right. So let's go ahead and do the basic movement thing for our pieces. So we're going to do a function which is going to be called highlight move spots. I don't know. And this is going to take in a sprite, which is going to be the piece. All right. And what we're going to do here is we're going to, depending on the type of piece, highlight the places where they can move. So let's go ahead and start with a pawn. So I'm going to go ahead and do a, oh, I guess before we actually start doing this highlight move spots thing, we should make the cursor. So let's do that. This is a very nice hand, Vivian.
Thanks. Did I draw it?
You must have, right? You were coding.
All the other art.
I don't think I drew this though. This looks too good.
I couldn't have drawn that one.
Vivian, if you had a boat that you made for sailing through butter, what would you call it?
Sailing through butter?
Mm-hmm.
High time for high seas. My journey sailing the seas that are yellow and butter.
That's just all going to be on the side of your boat?
Well, it's like high time for high seas, colon, and then it's like the sub line.
But yeah, but that's all on the side of the boat.
Yeah. So high time for high seas is like the big text, and then you have like the small text. It's going to be a big book, so we have real estate.
A book?
Well, you said book, right? Oh,
No,
boat!
Yeah, this is all going to be on the side of your boat.
Sorry, I thought I was writing a book about this.
Too late. That's the name of your boat.
You're going to have to get a full cruise ship so she can write as much as she wants on the side of it.
And when you commit some water crimes, like the Coast Guard's going to pull up next to you and be like, pull over SS, hey, can you give me the binoculars?
Right. But also, like, the amount of tech or space we use on this ship, it's not effective, right? Should be using the full thing.
Do you think that's a situation where you can just kind of get away with it because it's like reading your rights, except this one, your rights is like they have to say out your name and it's like 500 words long and they just can't do it because you speed away in time?
Right. And you're like, oh, I thought you meant that other boat.
Yeah.
Right? It's like,
why would I stop for that? You didn't read out my name. Oh, yeah.
We can do marine crime now, guys.
Okay, I don't want to do marine crime. All right, I'm a good boy.
Okay. If I'm gonna name a small boat, it's gonna be
misdemeanors?
Slicer.
Ooh, that's a good name for a boat.
Thank you. I was naming a book before. That's the issue.
All right, Joey, what
Okay.
would you name your butter boat?
See, I said the word. I said it earlier, and now I can't get away. I think it's marine misdemeanors. That's you gotta like. I like that name, and you gotta fit it somewhere. So it's the name of a book.
Misdemeanors.
Well, instead of marine crime, because crime's like a high hurdle.
True, but
ain't-
misdemeanor is a crime, so
It is, but it's a lesser. It's like a it cuts out the bad ones.
light crime. Light crime.
Should be like ain't marine demeanor behaving.
That's it. That's it.
Good work. Richard, what would you name yours?
I should have thought of an answer, obviously. The Land O'Lakes.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, what if it was like something to do like the water, or this water skipper, so then, because water and oil repel each other, so you'd be like
Wait. Oh, so you're like pitching a technology for this boat now.
no, you name the boat the water, so then the laws kick in. Laws of physics.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Okay, sure. All right.
Super
awful.
fast. Ooh.
Okay, so I'm made a cursor and I made a 1 pixel sprite to follow it around. This 1 pixel sprite is what we're going to actually use for the overlaps and such, because it is 1 pixel, so it'll only be overlapping with one piece at a time. But we need to adjust this position just a little bit, so we're going to do the x minus probably like 2. There you go. So now it's right on the fingertip. And we don't want to see such an unsightly sight, so we're going to turn it invisible.
I'm gonna make a game next time I drive that's just pink dots.
No, how could you? My greatest fear.
I'm sorry, Richard, but it's one of those cases where you're like scared of snakes and you get pushed in a pit of snakes. Will help.
Okay. Chat, you got to hold Vivian to this. Next time she drives, I want everyone demanding a game of pink dots.
I really don't want to do that.
Well, you said you were going to do it, so.
Okay, it's for your own good. It's a taste of your own medicine, which is fine because you should take your medicine, right? It'd be bad. I don't understand how that's a bad thing.
Getting a taste of your own medicine, because like medicine tastes bad traditionally.
Oh yeah, okay, that's the issue. You shouldn't like slosh it around your mouth. You should just swallow it.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
You got it.
I've been licking my vitamin D pills. They're really sweet.
So they probably coat them in candy.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay, so we've got our cursor, and now we can go ahead and call that function we made. So let's call highlight move spots. So we're going to go into functions, call highlight move spots, and we're going to highlight our move spots on our sprite of type player, because I think I made all the chess pieces of type player. We'll fix it later. All right. So inside of our highlight move spots, we're going to highlight the places where you can move this sprite. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and do the pawn. So let's go ahead and do kind equals pawn. We're starting out with possibly the most complicated piece.
Right, maybe that was our mistake last time, starting off with the pawn. Could start off with the knight.
No, it's okay. We'll do it. It's weird. You think pawn? Oh, that's the simplest one. No.
By far not. Well, not by far not, but a lot not.
No, I think it is. I think it is by far the most complicated.
Rook.
What?
En passant? Are you gonna do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna do everything.
Nice.
You're gonna have to remind me what that is.
That one is if it is your first move. Is it first move or any move? So the first move you get 2, right? I think it's any move. If the piece. Yes, if the opposing pawn moves 2 instead of 1, in the following, like the directly following action, you can do an en passant to take it as if it were, as if it had only moved one.
Interesting. Okay, we will.
That's a little wild.
We're gonna do that one at the end.
Okay.
We'll do it though. Okay, so we have pawn, knight, rook, bishop, king, queen. So we'll not start with pawn. Let's correct our earlier mistake. We'll start with knight. Okay, so knights can move to, let's see, 8 different places.
Yep.
So what we're going to do is we're going to basically check each of those 8 different places, see if it's a valid place or not, and then move them if it is. So we're going to make a function now, which is, can I move to this place? And what it's going to do is it's going to take in a sprite, and it's going to take in a location, like a column and row, and it's going to tell you, hey, can you move here or not? And we're not going to do this based on the kind. We're just going to be like, this is just going to be like the final check, basically. And what the check is going to be is there a piece on that place of the opposite color? Or is it empty? That's it. Okay, so let's make that function. Can I move here? And we're going to sprite, it's called the asker. And we're going to have a column and a row. All right. So first things first, we want to make it so that our we check to see if the spot is on the board. So we just need to do if, and then do a logic thing. And our board, we're just going to hard code all of this. Our board is like, where does it start? Let me go to my setup board function. Okay, so the column goes from 6 to 13. So let's just do, if the column is less than 6 or greater than 13, then we're going to return false. Oh my gosh, I just got that hand message you sent, Joey. It just came through the chat.
Which one?
You remember a while ago when you sent
like
the
20
chat?
minutes ago?
Yeah, and it does have the correct time set. It says 1:06. But anyway, Teams, everybody. Okay, just kidding. We love Teams. We're Microsoft. We're going to do a return false here. And we're going to do a return true down here so that it stops yelling at us. Okay, now we're also going to check the rows. So we could do this all as one giant and, but I'm avoiding having a giant if statement. Okay, why are you angry? Yes, they do though. Yeah, it was just taking a while to compile. Okay, so the rows go from 3 to 10. Cool. All right. Now the next option is, oh, you guys see this?
Yeah, I felt a bug, I think. I think it's when you put in something in the return and it makes it like thicker, maybe?
Oh, okay. So it's just a return thing?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, that makes sense. Okay. So now we need to check if there's a piece on this spot. So I don't know if there's a fancy way to do this or not, but we're just going to do a loop over all the pieces and check their location. Brave sprites of kind, player. And we're going to get their location, which is now in the scene category. Time application of my sprite. one day I'll be able to find it quickly.
But isn't it about the tiles that you meet along the way, Richard?
No, it's not. And then I want to get the column out of this. So let's go ahead and grab the column and put this right here. And then we're going to do an and. And we're going to make this row. So that happens, then we're going to break because we're efficient coders. And we're going to do a comparison to see if it is a piece of the same color or not. So we're going to do a equals, and we're going to check the Boolean on both of them, which is right here. So we're going to do the value black, and if it equals the asker black, then we're going to return false. All right, cool. Now we have like a little function to do that final check that I mentioned before. So this is going to make it a lot easier for us to do our night code specifically. Let's go ahead though. We're going to make a function that is going to be called possibly highlight. And it's going to take in a sprite and a column in a row. Vivian, are you ever going to like permanently fix your lighting issue?
Well, the days are getting longer, so that means the time we stream, there'll be less sun coming this way. So I'm working on it. Don't worry. It'll get better.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, what would you do? Because it is kind of a really bright window.
Oh, I have blinds on these windows. I used to pull them down, but I like having light in here.
No, I get it. I like having sunlight too.
I also have a light that I could use. But Teams mostly does all right, so.
Okay, so first we're checking to see, can we move here? And if we are, then we're going to create a sprite to go on top of it. So let's create a sprite. It's going to be 8 by 8. And I don't know, it's just going to be like a yellow square. And then we're going to make this of kind highlight. And we're going to put this on top of that column and row. Scooby-Doo-Doo-Dow.
I love it.
Nice. All right. Okay, and then the last thing I want to do is on top of this highlight some spots function, we're going to put in one of the new blocks that was recently added to Arcade, which is destroy all sprites of kind. And we're going to destroy all the highlights. All right, cool. Okay, so let me refresh because my simulator is getting slow. What are you doing, Otto? Oh, that's fine. You can play with that. He's chewing some cardboard.
Oh, nice. Good fiber.
Oh, he doesn't eat it. He just chews it.
Oh.
All right.
Fiber going to waste, I guess.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it's going towards his recreation.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
All right. So we're going to call possibly highlight on our night. So let's go ahead and put in our piece, and we're going to be calling this 8 times. Yay! Yay. And we're just going to put in a plus to both of these and do the location of the sprite and get the column. Like that. And then we're going to duplicate this and do the row. And now we need to figure out which of these is like what is the movement pattern for a knight. So it should be, let's see, we want to do +1 and then down and then +2, right? +1, +2 in all the different combinations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do +1, +2. Now we're going to do -1, +2. Now we're going to do -1, -2. Now we're going to do +1, -2. And now we're going to do +2, -1, and +2, +1, and -2, +1, and -2, -1. I think that's it. Let's see. Where can this knight go?
Oh, nice.
That looks right. This guy? Yeah. Yeah. Yay! I think we can assume I coded this perfectly.
Nice. And it's not highlighting outside like the one that's +1 over 2, so that's good. Nice. It's only showing it on the board perfectly, properly.
Yes, yes, yes. I my checks to make sure it's on the board and to make sure that there is not a piece there.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
All right, let's do the rook now. So we're going to make a variable which is going to be called temp location. And you know what? I think I'm going to make a function for this. I'm going to make a function that's called move and check. And this is going to take in a sprite, which is going to be our piece. It's going to take in a column and a row, and then it's going to take a dx and a dy. And what this is going to do, I think we're going to be doing this for a lot of our pieces, specifically for the rook, the bishop, and the queen. We want to move and check to see if we can go there. And if we can't go there, then we want to stop moving. So what this is going to do is we're going to set a temp location to B, and we're going to pass in, well, we're just going to grab one of these tile map column and row, and it's going to be the column plus the dx, and then the row plus the dy. Then we're going to call possibly highlight. Well, actually, we're just going to do our if can I move here check like this. And we are indeed actually going to call possibly highlight. And you know what? I don't even need to use this variable. I'm just going to do this possibly highlight, pass in the correct sprite here. And then if I can move here, then I'm going to return this. Otherwise, I guess I'm going to return undefined. Oh, I think it's time for an extension.
Wait, Richard, what's your favorite extension? Is it still timers?
It might still be timers. I do like timers quite a bit.
And now we have a song for it.
Yeah, and I don't want to do one of my own extensions because that seems.
But if you did, what would it be?
is an invalid return type. Oh, maybe I can't do this.
Oh, it works. I think it's just it warns you. I had that happen before.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Okay, so we're going to do, basically we're going to be checking in all of these different directions. So we're going to start by setting our temp location to be the location of the sprite. So that's in scene. If it wasn't that, then I would probably go with character animations.
Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty good one.
Pretty useful. Check it out. Every time you use it, I get $5. That's not true.
I would love to see little, like, really bad TV ads for all the extensions. I think it'd be so funny.
Yeah. Okay, and now we're going to do a while loop. Oh no. And we're going to, inside of this while loop, we're going to do set temp location to be, and then call our move and check on our piece. And then we're just going to do while temp location. And this inside of here is going to take in our piece. And for the rook, we want to move in all the different directions. So we're going to do this 4 times actually. But first, let's do call, move, and check. We want to pass in the column and the row. Let's see, column, row. We make this temp location, row. And then first, we're going to move to the right. So we'll just do 0. Then we're going to do this again. And we will do -1. And now we will do this again. And we'll do move down, which will be +1. Y. And then, whoops, messed up. And then we will move up, which will be -1 for the Y. All right, so now I click on my rook and it cannot move, which is correct.
Nice.
Okay, I guess we'll just have to wait till later to see if that's right. All right, let's do the bishop real quick because the bishop is actually the code is almost exactly the same. So we're going to take this code and put it inside of our bishop. We're just going to be changing these ones. So it's going to be 1, 1, 1, -1, -1, -1, and -1, 1. Bishops are really just like rooks, but diagonal. Then for the king is super simple. We're just going to call possibly highlight with all of the different locations. So let's go ahead and put this down here.
Does castling become a move of the king or the rook? I guess it becomes the king's move. But we can do
yeah, we can. It'll be either, I guess, right?
I think it's technically has to be the king's move because otherwise it would be hard to define, like show which move you're actually taking. Because you can also just move the rook over to be adjacent to the king without castling. But the king can never move 2 squares at once. Otherwise.
Oh, sure.
It's the only unambiguous way to input it.
Okay, so +1, +1, -1, +1, -1, -1, +1, -1. Okay, all right, so this is all of them, right? -1, 0, +1, 0, 0, -1, 0, +1. +1, +1, -1, +1, -1, -1, +1, -1. All right, that's all of them.
You know how in the old days they used to like punch holes in cards to code? That's what this
Yeah.
feels like. It feels like you're reading out the holes to punch.
It does, right?
Fashion coding.
They used to do it in NASA.
Mhm.
Remember back when you used to use like a hammer and a little like nail, and you had a wooden stake, and you just hammered through it to create holes.
Someone tell me
Yep.
what the difference is between a programmer and like like a sculptor is, with the
Yeah,
marble.
No difference.
Right?
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah, some of my code is being showed off at the Louvre later this year. The Louvre.
I could spend the rest of the stream trying to say.
All right, now we're gonna make some functions. We're gonna do a quick refactor. Thank you.
Mhm.
Checkbook. Check rook.
Checkbook.
And now we're gonna take all of our rook code and put it inside of there. Whoop. And now we're gonna go ahead and call check rook and put in our piece. Actually, I should call this highlight rook, I guess.
What's the name of
Highlight
the
rook.
scientist that studies word histories, or like maybe it's not
An
scientist.
etymologist.
Etymologist. Okay, if I was going to be an etymologist, my thesis would be there is no word that hasn't been appended to check. Like as a compound word, right? Checkpoint, checkbox,
Check orange.
Check
orange.
anti-establishment.
Yep.
Check rodeo. These are all
Mhm.
words that we all use every day.
Exactly. I would get prizes for my work in not entomology.
That's
the
what
other
you
one.
do. You fill out your thesis and you get a prize.
Yeah.
Don't we? If you submit it as a patent, can you make a patent on this? I feel like you can put, if you put words down, they'll give it to you.
I don't think you can do a patent. No, I don't think that's what a patent is.
We should write a script that writes all the possible words. Then we'll own all the words.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think that would take a very long time to.
Well, we'll batch it. Like once it does the first billion, send it off. Work on the next billion.
Wait, something weird just happened.
What happened?
My bishop's gone.
Gone.
Oh, I clicked the minus, didn't I? Ugh. Move this down. Move this down. Move this down. Move this here. Move this here. And then a queen is just a rook and a bishop.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. We've done all the pieces. Who needs to move pawns?
Prove.
No, okay, let's do pawns real quick. So what we're gonna do is for the pawn, first off, we need to check what the color is. So we're gonna go ahead and do an if, and we're going to check the if it is black or white. Okay, if it's black, it moves down. If it's white, it moves up. Next thing we're going to check is what is the row we are currently on. I always look in that category for some reason. Maybe it means it should be in that category.
Which category?
Rights.
Oh.
Not that I'm like the typical user. Okay, so if it's black and if it's in row 4, then we can move 2 spots. Otherwise, we can just move 1 spot. Unless we use Joey's fancy made-up word. And then we'll do row equals 9 for white. And you can move either 2 spots or 1 spot if you're on row 4, right? If you're
it's the
you
black.
can move, yeah, you can move 2 or 1, right? So like this pawn could go to either of these.
For its first move, you can move 2 or 1.
Yeah. Okay. So we want to do just the column. And we want to do +2 and also +1. Like that. Wait a second. I can't move 2 if there's 1 directly in front of me, right?
You can't move 2 if there's 1 directly in front of you. Correct. Is it? Well, you can't move at all if there's 1 directly in front of you.
Yes.
Oh wait. You mean if there's like gap and then 2?
No, like okay. So this is right here. There's another piece right here.
Okay, you cannot move past it. It is deadlocked.
Okay, if there is an enemy piece here, can I move here?
No.
I hate pawns. Okay. Oh, this is also going to be a problem for our rooks and bishops, but we'll do that later.
On side note, Arduino would also like to point out that you can move diagonally if there's an enemy piece too.
Correct. But yeah, you can.
Pawn's so complicated. Oh my gosh! All right.
So glad we.
Yeah.
So glad we're doing. Don't forget. On top of all this, we also have to handle the case where you get to the end, and then you get a dialogue showing you the options to choose which piece you want to convert it to.
Doesn't everyone always choose queen though?
There are cases where it matters, and you choose bishop or rook. If you
Why would you ever choose bishop or rook if it's a queen?
You can you can create a situation if you make it so the opponent can't take a move, but you don't have them in check, you lose, or it's a draw, I guess.
Stalemate, yeah, or
it's a stalemate. It's not a lose; it's a stalemate.
So, like, if you're trying to force a stalemate, you might go with.
No, the opposite. If the opponent will try and force a stalemate in a situation like that, because at that point they basically lose if you get 2 queens most of the time. But it's possible to put your like king in the one position where it can't move, and then block off a pawn if it was forced to be a queen.
Doesn't make any sense to me, but okay. All right, we're going to pick this up again tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do the exciting world of pawns and also actually moving pieces. And I'm going to predict that this is 2 more streams. That's my prediction. I think 2 more streams we're going to have it. Does that sound right? We got so far today.
Well, okay. I think it'll depend if we want to do the checking, you know? Like, you can't move here because it would put you in check. I don't know. I feel like check will be a whole can of worms.
True. We don't need to do that, though.
I feel like basically all chess rules end up being a full can of worms, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe. Do you have blood all over your finger?
I don't want to talk about it. Okay.
All right. I'm Richard at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Joey at J1 on the MakeCode forum.
And I'm Vivian at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
And we'll see